arithmetic instructions. So students, in this group we have the instructions that are related to addition, subtraction, increment and decrement. So first arithmetic instruction in the arithmetic group is A double D R. So this is add R. So students, the meaning of this instruction is to add the contents of register with the contents of accumulator. Now students, in this case we have the format of this instruction is we can add the contents of the accumulator with the contents that are present in the register, and after adding finally we can store the address, or we can store the addition or sum in the accumulator. After this, how many flags are affected? So in case of the arithmetic instructions, all the flags are affected. All flags are affected. Now students, after this comes under which group? This instruction comes under arithmetic group. Next is, after this students, now the addressing mode. So the addressing mode of this instruction is register mode. Why? Because in this instruction the register is given, so that means this instruction comes under the register addressing mode. Now students, we can see with the help of example how this instruction will work. So suppose we have the accumulator with contents 37H and we have a register, that is D, which is having contents 40H. Now before execution we have the value of A and D are 37 and 40H. Now we can write the instruction add D. So the instruction, this instruction means we can add the contents of the accumulator with the contents of the D register and we can store the result in accumulator. Now students, initially we have to convert these two numbers into binary form. So how we can convert these numbers into binary form? In the form of zeros and ones. So 3 means 0, 0, 1, 1 and 7 means 0, 1, 1, 1. And after this, convert 40H into binary. So the binary of 40H is 0, 1, 0, 0 and 0 is 0, 0, 0, 0. So we have two binary numbers. Now we have to perform the addition between these two numbers. So 1 and 0 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 1 again 1, 1 and 0, 1, 0 and 1, 1, 0 and 0, 0. So this is the result after adding the contents of accumulator with the contents of D register. Now students, this is equivalent to 77H because 0, 1, 1, 1 is 7 and again 0, 1, 1 is 7. So the result of the addition of two numbers is 77H. So 7 and 0 is 7, 4 and 3 is again 7. Now students, after execution, the contents in accumulator are 77H. Now students, we can see which of the flags are affected after the addition of accumulator contents with the contents of D. So we can see sign flag. Sign flag means if the most significant bit is 1, that means we can set the sign flag, otherwise we can reset. So here MSB is 0, so that means the sign flag is 0. Next one is the carry flag. If 9th bit is generated after the result, then we can set the carry flag, otherwise we can reset. So here there is no 9th bit, that means we can put CY is equal to 0. Next is parity. If there are even number of ones, then we can set the parity, otherwise we can reset. So here we have 6 ones, so that means here in this result we have 6 even numbers, so we can set the parity flag. After this we have a 0. If the result is 0, then we can set the 0 flag. If the result is non-zero, then we can reset. So here the result is 77H, that means the result is non-zero, so we can reset the 0 flag. After this we have the auxiliary carry. So if the carry is generated from the lower nibble to the upper nibble, then only we can set it. But here there is no carry generated from the lower to the upper nibble, so again we can reset the auxiliary carry to 0. So this is the result after the execution of the instruction add D, when we have the contents in accumulator is equal to 37 and in D we have the contents 40H. After this, students, next instruction we can see, that is add M. So add M means we can add the contents of the memory location pointed by HL pair with the contents of accumulator. Now students, you know very well, when the M is given in the instruction, that means that M is represented by HL. So this is the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, means the memory location is saved in the HL pair. So add the contents of the memory location pointed by HL pair with the contents of accumulator. Now students, the format of this instruction is, the contents of accumulator will add with the contents of the with the contents of the memory location which is pointed by the HL pair, and after this the result is stored in the accumulator. Again all the flags are affected. Next group is arithmetic group. Addressing mode. Now students, in this case the addressing mode is register indirect, because we cannot directly assign the value of any register. Here indirectly from the HL pair we can get the address, and from that particular address we can get the value that we are going to add with the contents of accumulator. Now see students, with this example, now suppose we have the value of accumulator is remain same, that is 37H, and the HL pair can point to the memory location 2000H. Okay students, so HL pair is having address 2000H, and at the 2000H location we have the contents 04H. So that means if we can write the instruction add M, so this add M will add the contents of accumulator with the contents of HL with the contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair. So HL pair here will point this memory address. So in HL pair we have this address, and when we can check this address is having value 04H. So that means in this instruction we can add the contents 37H with 04H, and the result of these two values we can store in the accumulator. So you can see 37H is converted in the binary form. Now we can convert 04H. So 04H means 0 0 0 0 and 4 is 0 1 0 0. Now student, add these two numbers. So after adding these two numbers, 1 and 0 1, 1 and 0 1, 1 and 1 10, 0 and 1 is carry. So 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 and 0 is again 1. After this 1 and 0 1, 1 and 0 1, 0 and 0 0, 0 and 0 0. So the result of this addition is 30. This is 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 means 3BH. In hexadecimal, for A we can write 10, for B we can write 11. So here the after calculating, this is 8, 8 plus 2 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So 11 is represented by B in hexadecimal. So addition of these two numbers is 3BH. So students, after execution, the contents of accumulator are 3BH. Now we can see which flag is affected. So initially you can check the sign flag. Again MSB is equal to 0, that means sign flag is 0. After this carry flag, no ninth bit is generated, that means again carry flag is 0. Parity, there are 5 ones, that means in the result there are odd number of ones, then we can reset the parity flag. 0. zero flag. The answer is non-zero, that means we can reset the zero flag. Again, there is no carry generated from the fourth to the fifth bit in the result, so that we can reset the auxiliary carry to 0. So this is how we can perform the add M instructions. Now student, after this we have the third instruction, that is ADI data. So ADI data means immediately we can add the contents that is written in the instruction with the contents of the accumulator. So add immediately the contents with the contents of accumulator. Add immediately the contents given in instruction with the contents of the accumulator. So students, the format of this instruction is we can add the contents of accumulator with the data that is given in the instruction, and the result is stored in the accumulator. Flag, all the flags are affected. After this group, so this comes under the arithmetic group. Addressing mode. So the addressing mode is immediate here because directly the data is given in the instruction. So if the data is given in the instruction, that means the addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. Now students, after this we can see the example. Suppose we have a instruction that is ADI 55H. So that means we have to add the contents of accumulator with 55H data, and we can store the result in the accumulator. So here in the accumulator we have contents 37H and data we have 55H. So we can convert this into the binary form. So binary of this is 0101 0101, and after this we can perform the addition. So after addition we have result 1 and 1 is 10. So 0 here, 1 here, 1 1 and 0, again 10, 0 and 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 11 in binary. So 1 here and 1 here. After this 1 plus 0 plus 0, 1. 1 and 1, 10. 0 and 1 is carry. 1 plus 0 is again 10, 0 and 1 is carry. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is again 10, 0 here and 1 here. So 1 plus 0 is 1. So this is the result of the addition of 55H and 37H. Now we can write it in hexadecimal as 80, and this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in hexadecimal, C will represent 12. So the result of this addition is 8CH. Now students, after execution, the accumulator is having contents 8CH, while the flags that are affected, first is sign flag. So here the MSB is equal to 1, that means sign flag is set. Next is carry flag. So there is no carry generated, that means carry flag is 0. Next is parity flag. So there are odd number of ones in the result, that means parity flag is again reset. 0 flag. So the result is non-zero, that means we can reset the 0 flag. Auxiliary carry. There is no carry generated from the fourth to the fifth bit, that means we can reset the auxiliary carry to 0. So this is about the add instruction. So either we can add the contents of register with the contents of accumulator, or we can add the contents that are pointed by the HL pair with the contents of the accumulator, and in the third case we can directly add the data that is given in the instruction with the data that is present in the accumulator. Next instruction we have, that is ADCR. So student, this instruction means we can add the contents of register, with the contents of accumulator, accumulator and carry. So here we have a carry which we are going to add with the contents of the register and the contents of the accumulator. So format of this instruction is, in accumulator we can add the result of accumulator plus the contents of register plus the value that is present in the carry flag. So again all the flags are affected by this instruction. So what is the group of this instruction? Arithmetic group. Now after this we have the addressing mode. So students, here the register is specified in the instruction. That means addressing mode is register group. Now next is bytes. So number of bytes that is occupied by this instruction is only 1 byte, because no data or address is specified in the instruction. Now students, we can see this instruction with the help of example. So suppose we have a accumulator with contents 44H, and in the carry flag we have value 1H, so 01H. Okay students, so and in the register we have value 20H. So we can see the addition of these three numbers. So 44H initially we can convert. So 44H means 0100 0100. Then carry flag is 01. So 0000 and 1 is 000 and 1. 20H, register is having value 20H. So 20H means 0010 and 0 is 000 and 0. So we can add these three numbers. So 0, 1 and 0 is 1. 0, 0 and 0 is 0. 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. 0, 0 and 0 is 0. Again 0, 0, 0, 0. 0, 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1. 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the addition of accumulator, carry flag and the register. So this we can write as 0110 is 6 and 0101 is 65H. So students, this is the result after the execution of the instruction that, and register, suppose we have D, so the instruction is add D. So add D means we can add the contents of the accumulator with the carry flag and the contents of the register. So after this, in the accumulator we have value 65H, and which of the flags are affected? Sign flag. Here MSB is equal to 0, that means sign flag is having value 0. Carry flag, no ninth bit is generated, that means carry flag is 0. Next is parity. There are even number of ones in the result, that means parity flag is set. 0 flag. So the answer is non-zero, that means we can reset the value of 0 flag. Next is auxiliary flag. So there is no carry generated from the lower nibble to the higher nibble, that we can reset the auxiliary carry flag. So this is the result after execution of the instruction ADCD. Now after this, next instruction we have is ADCM. So ADCM means add the contents of the memory location pointed by HL pair with the contents of accumulator and carry. So means we can add the contents of the accumulator with the contents that is pointed by the HL pair and with the carry flag. So means whatever value present in the address, that address is stored in the HL pair, we can add the contents with the accumulator as well as the contents with the carry flag. Next is the flag. So all the flags are affected by this instruction group. So this instruction comes in the arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. So indirectly the value is given through the address which is pointed by the HL pair. So the addressing mode is register indirect, because in all the instructions where M is written as a register, so we can write the addressing mode as register indirect. So here the number of bytes that is occupied by this instruction is again 1, because no direct data and the memory location is given in the instruction. So students, again we can take the example. So suppose in this example we have a value of carry flag is equal to 00H, and the HL pair can point the memory location 400AH. So this is the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, and in this memory location 400AH we have the contents 0 to H. So we have, suppose now we have the instruction that is ADCM. So after this instruction, after executing this instruction, what we have in A, we have 44H. Okay, in carry flag we have 00H, so we can write here 00H, and in HL pair we have the address that is 400AH, and in this address we have a value 0 to H. So 0 to H means 0 0 0 0, and 2 means 0 0 1 and 0. So students, now we can add these three numbers. So 0 0 and 0 is 0, 0 0 and 1 is 1, 1 double 0 is 1, 0 0 0 is 0. Next is 0 0 0, again 0, 0 0 0 0, 1 double 0 1, 3 times 0 0. So the result of this instruction is 46H. So students, after the execution, the contents of accumulator are 46H, and which of the flags are affected? You can see the sign flag is having 0 value because the MSB is equal to 0. No ninth bit is generated, that means carry flag is again 0. There are odd number of ones, that means the parity flag is set, 0 flag. So result is non-zero, that means the 0 flag is equal to 0. Auxiliary flag, so there is no carry generated from the lower nibble to the higher nibble, so that means again the auxiliary carry is reset. So this is about the ADCM. So students, next instruction is ACI data. So ACI data means we can add the contents that are given in the instruction. We can add the contents that are given in the instruction immediately with the contents of accumulator and carry flag. So that means the format of this instruction is the contents of accumulator are added with the data that is given in the instruction plus the value that is present in the carry flag. So again all the flags are affected by this instruction ACI data. The group of this instruction is arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is immediate addressing mode, because here the data is directly given in the instruction which we are going to add with the contents of the accumulator. And how many bytes are affected? So data in case of 8085 is of 1 byte, that means 8 bits. So 1 byte of this data and 1 byte for this instruction. So overall 2 bytes of memory is occupied by the instruction ACI data. Now students, for this instruction, suppose we have a instruction that is ADI50H. So this is the instruction, suppose, and in accumulator we have contents 44H, and in carry flag we have value 01H. So after execution, what will happen? So initially we can write the binary of 50H, 44H and 01H. So 50H means 0 1 0 1 and 0 means 0 0 0 and 0. 44 means 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. 0 1 means 0 0 0 0 and 1 is 0 0 0 and 1. Now you can add all three numbers. 0 0 and 1 is 1. All zeros 0, 0 1 0 1, 0 0 0 0, 1 double 0 1, 0 0 0 0, double 1 0. So here 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 10. So 0 here and 1 is carry. So 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. So the output of this this addition is 1 double 0 1 0 1 0 1. So 1 double 0 1 is 9 and 0 1 0 1 is 5. So answer is 95H. So after the execution of this instruction, the accumulator is having contents 95H, while we can see the flags. So here the MSB is 1, that means we can set the sign flag to 1. There is no ninth bit is generated, that means carry flag is again 0. Parity, here the number of ones are even, that means parity flag is set. The answer is non-zero, that means the 0 flag is reset. There is no carry generated from the lower nibble to the higher nibble, that means auxiliary carry is equal to again 0. So this is the addition with the contents of register with the contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair, and with the data immediately with the help of carry. So here if the carry is generated, then that carry will also we can add with the contents of accumulator as well as the value that is present in the register. Now students, these type of instructions we can use while we have a 16-bit addition. So in 16-bit addition, suppose one of the content in D and second content in E. So higher order byte is in D and lower order byte is in E, and similarly we have second pair, that is HL pair, higher order byte is in H and lower order byte is in L. So initially we can add these lower order bytes. So if the carry is generated, then that carry we have to forward into the higher order byte, so that carry will be added with the contents of D and with the contents of H. So this is the 16-bit addition when we need a pair of registers. So in this case we require the instruction with carry. Now we can see the subtraction instructions. Next instructions are related to the subtraction. So first subtraction instruction is SUBR. So students, this instruction means we can subtract the contents of accumulator with the contents of register. So format of this instruction is by subtracting the value of register from the value of accumulator, the result is stored in the accumulator. So flags, in case of subtraction, all the flags are affected. Next is group. So the group of this instruction is arithmetic group. Next is addressing mode. So here students, in the instruction register name is given, that means the addressing mode is register addressing mode. Next is byte. So here there is no data and the address is mentioned in the instruction. So the number of bytes occupied by this instruction is only 1. So in this we can see it with the help of example. Suppose in a accumulator we have value 57H, while we have a register, that is C register, which is having value 40H. Now students, the value of accumulator is 57H and the value of C is 40H, and the instruction we have is SUBC. Okay students, so the meaning of this instruction is we can subtract the contents of the register C with the contents of the accumulator and the result is stored in the accumulator. So meaning is we can subtract the contents of C with the contents of accumulator and the result is stored in A. So initially we have to convert these numbers into the binary form. So binary form of 57 is 0, 1, 0, 1 and 7 is 0, 1, 1 and 1. Next is we have value C. C is 40H. So 40H. See students, here in case of 80, 85 we can perform the subtraction using 2's complement. So if firstly we can convert the second number into binary form and then we can find the 2's complement of that number. So 40H, binary of 40H is 0, 1, 0, 0 and 0 is 0, 0, 0 and 0. So 1's complement of this number is 1. 1's complement means if the value is 0 then we can change it into 1 and if it is 1 then we can convert it into 0. So here 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. So 1's complement is 1, 0, 1, 1, 4 times 1. After this we can find the 2's complement. So 2's complement means we can add 1 with the 1's complement. So we can add 1 with the 1's complement of 40H, then 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 and 1 is again 10, 0 and 1. 1 and 1 is 10, 0 and 1. 1 and 1 is again 10, 0 and 1. 1 and 1 is 10, 0, 1. 1 and 1 is again 10, 0 and 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 1, 1. So 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is the first number, that is 57H, and this is the second number after the 2's complement of 40H. Now we can add 1 with 2. So number is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now you can add these numbers. 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 0, 0. 1 and 0, 0. 1, 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 1 is 0 and carry is present here. Okay students. So that means this is the result. Now last year we have studied about the 2's complement. So if the carry is present, so that means if the carry is present then we can add that carry with the result. But in this case if the carry is present, that means we can reset the carry, or if the carry is not present, that means we can set the carry. So according to this result we have value, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, that is 1, and 0, 1, 1, 1, that is 7. So 17H is the result. Now students, 17H is the result. Okay, because why we are subtracting 57 with 40, then the result is 17H. So if the carry is present after the subtraction, that means we can reset the carry in the carry flag, and if the carry is not present, that means we can set the carry. So according to this result, the accumulator is having value 17H. Now you can see sign flag. So here the MSB is 0, that means the sign flag is reset. 0 flag, so the answer is non-zero, so the 0 flag is 0. Parity. We have 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 number of ones, that means even number of ones, then we can set the parity flag. Carry. So here carry is generated, but after the execution, if the carry is generated, then we can set the carry to 0. And if here there is no carry, then in the flag register we can set carry to 1. So whatever will be the value of carry after the addition, that we can complement in the flag register. So in this result we have carry equal to 1, that means in the result we can reset the carry flag. Next is the auxiliary. So no carry will be generated from the lower to the higher nibble, so the auxiliary carry is again 0. So this is the result after executing the instruction SUBC. So students, after this instruction we have next instruction, that is subtract the contents of the register with the borrow. So SBBR. So that means we can subtract the contents of accumulator with the contents of register and borrow. So borrow we can also subtract with the contents of the accumulator. So format of this instruction is contents of accumulator minus the contents of register and minus the contents of the borrow that is generated. Next is flag. So after the execution of this instruction, all the flags are affected. The group of this instruction is arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is again register addressing mode, because register is specified in the instruction. Bytes, one byte is only one byte is there, because no data and no other direct address is given in the instruction. Now student, this instruction again we can see with the help of example. So again we have a same example. Suppose SUBC, and in accumulator we have contents 57H, in C we have contents 40H, and borrow we have is 01H. Okay students, so the format of this instruction is we can subtract the contents of accumulator with carry and with the contents that is borrow. So initially what we can do, we can add 40 and 01H, and whatever will be the value after addition, that we can subtract with the 40H. So that means 57H. So 57H minus 40H minus 01H. Okay students, so initially we can convert 57H into binary. So binary of 57H is 0101 and 7 is 0111. After this we have 40H. So 40H is 0100 and 0 is 0000. Next is borrow. So borrow we have 01. So 0000 and 1, binary of 1 is 0001. So initially we can add these two numbers. So how we can add these two numbers? 0 and 1 is 1. 0 0 0. 0 0 0. 0 and 0 0. 0 and 0 0. 0 and 0 again 0. 1 and 0. So after addition we have value 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 1. So this is the first number and this is the second number. So after this now we have value 0 1 0 0. So this is 4 and this is 1, 41H. So we can write here 57H minus 41H. Now student, this is the second number of which we are going to find the 2's complement. So 2's complement of this is, initially we can find the 1's complement. So 1 0 1 1 1 1 1 and 0. This is 1's complement. Then we can add 1. So 1 and 0 is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0 and 1. So this is the result. So this is the result. Now second number is this. Now we can add 1 with 2. So we can add the contents of accumulator with the 2's complement of the second number. So first number we have is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So these are the contents of accumulator. And the second contents are 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and 1. So add these two numbers. 1 and 1 is 10. 0 and 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 11. 1 here and 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is again 11. 1 and 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 10. So 0 here and 1 we can take as a carry. Again 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 11. 1 here and 1 here. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is again 10, 0 here and 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 10, 0 and 1. 1 plus 0 plus 1 is again 10, so 0 here, and again the carry is generated after adding the contents of the accumulator. Sorry, after adding the contents of the accumulator with the contents that are present in the register. So according to this we have a value that is 0001 and 0110. So this we can write as 16H. So students, if you can subtract 57 by 41, then the result is 16H. So accumulator is now having value 16H. Sign flag is 0 because MSB is equal to 0. Zero flag is again 0 because the result is non-zero. Parity flag is reset because there are odd number of ones in the result. Carry flag is 0. Why? Because here the carry is generated. So after addition, here if the carry is generated, then we can reset the carry. Next is auxiliary carry. So here the bit or the carry is generated from this bit to this bit. That means the auxiliary carry is set to 1. So this is the result after the execution of instruction SBBR. Next instruction we have that is related to the subtraction is SUBM. So SUBM means we can subtract the contents of the accumulator with the contents that are pointed by HL pair. Now, format of this instruction is we can subtract the contents of the accumulator with the contents that are pointed by the HL pair. So again, by this instruction, all the flags are affected, and the group under which this instruction comes is arithmetic group. Addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode because the memory location is memory is given here, and in this memory the contents are stored which we are going to subtract with the contents of the accumulator. So bytes occupied by this instruction is 1. Now students, for this we can take the example. Suppose again we have the contents in the accumulator are 57H while we have a memory that is having while we have a memory that is HL that is 2001. So means the memory location is 2001, and at 2001H we have the value that is stored 67H. So the meaning of this instruction is we have the instruction that is SUBM. So that means we can subtract the contents of accumulator with the contents of the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair. Now students, you can see here we have the contents of accumulator are 57H. That means 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 and 1. After this we have the content 67H. So 67H we can write as 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So students, here we are doing the subtraction. That means we have to find the 2's complement of this number. So initially we can find the 1's complement. So 1's complement is here 0. That means 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. Now we can add 1 with this number. So this number is now 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is the first number and this is the second number. Now we can add 1 with 2. So how we can add 1 with 2? This is 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So add these two numbers. So 1 and 1 is 10, 0 here, 1 is here. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 is again 10, 0 here, 1 here. So 1 plus 0 plus 1 is again 10, 0 here and 1 here. So 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10, 0 here and 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10, 0 and 1. So 1 plus 0 is 1, 0 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 1. So the result is 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So the answer is this is 8. This is 8 plus 4 plus 2. So 8 plus 4 plus 2 is 14. So in hexadecimal we can write 14 as E, and 0, 0, 0 means E0H. So after the execution of this instruction, the contents of the accumulator are E0, H. So the contents of the accumulator are E0H. So in this example, there is no carry generated. So if no carry is generated, then that means after execution in the flag register, we can set the value of carry. So here we can set the value of carry because after the result there is no carry generated. Next is sign flag. So here the sign flag is 1 because MSB is equal to 1. 0 flag. The result is non-zero. That means we can set the 0 flag to 0. Parity. There are odd number of ones. That means parity is reset. Auxiliary carry. So here the carry is generated from the 4th to the 5th bit. That means we can set the auxiliary carry is equal to 1. Now students, after this instruction, next instruction we have, that is SBBM. So SBBM means subtract the contents of accumulator with the contents that are pointed by the HL pair and borrow. So here we have to subtract borrow also. So contents of accumulator minus HL pair contents minus borrow. Flags, all the flags are affected by this instruction. Next is group. So this instruction again comes under the arithmetic group. Next is addressing mode. Again the addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode because M is specified in the instruction. Bytes, 1 byte is only occupied because no immediate data and address is given in the instruction. Now example, again we are taking the example. So we have the contents in the accumulator are 57H. In HL pair we have 67H, while in the borrow or while in the borrow we have value 01H. So initially what we can do, we can add the borrow with the contents that are pointed by the HL pair, and after adding those we can subtract that number with the 57. So the meaning of this instruction is contents of accumulator are subtracted with the contents that are pointed by the HL pair and the borrow. Now you can see students here. Initially we have a value that is pointed by the HL pair is 67H. So 67H is 0110 0111 and borrow is 01H. So that means we can add 01H initially with 67H. So it is 0000 and 0001. So we can add it. 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0, again 0 and 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. 0 and 0, 1. 1 and 0, 1. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 0, 0. So the result is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. So this we can write as 68H. So 67 when we can add with 0, 1, then the result is 68H. Now we can subtract this 68H with the contents of the accumulator. Now students, you can see we have a contents of the accumulator are 57H. So 57H means 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. And initially 68H we can find the 2's complement of 68H, and after finding 2's complement then we can add that number with 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So 68H means 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0. So initially we can find the 1's complement. 1's complement is 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. After this, find the 2's complement, so we can add this number with 1. 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 and 1 is again 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 is again 10. 0 and 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1, 0, 0, 1. So the answer is 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So this is second number, this is first number. So add 1 with 2. So 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. So add these numbers. 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 0, 1. 1 and 0, 1. 0 and 1, 1. 1 and 1, 10. 0 here and 1 as carry. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 0 and 1 is 1. So answer is 11101111. So the result is EFH. We can write 1110 in hexadecimal as E and 1111 as FH. So the result after the execution is EFH. So this will be stored in the accumulator, and here the carry is not generated. That means after execution in the flag register we can set the value of carry flag. So here the carry flag is equal to 1. After this, in the result we have odd number of ones, that are 7 ones. So that means we can reset the parity flag. The result is non-zero, that means the zero flag is 0. MSB is equal to 1, that means the sign flag is 1. Auxiliary carry, so no carry will be generated from the 4th to the 5th bit, that means the auxiliary carry is equal to 0. Now we can see the next instruction. Next instruction is SUI data. That means immediately data is subtracted with the contents of accumulator. Now students, the format of this instruction is by subtracting the contents of that is given in the instruction with the contents that are present in the accumulator, the result is stored in the accumulator. So after this instruction all the flags are affected. Next is group. So the group under which this instruction comes is arithmetic group. Addressing mode. So here the data is directly given in the instruction, so the addressing mode is immediate. Bytes. So it will occupy 1 byte of memory, it will occupy 2 byte of memory. One is for the data, that is of 1 byte, and one is for this instruction. So we can take the example. Suppose in accumulator we have value 42H and the data which we have is 40H. Okay students, so the instruction is SUI 40H. So after executing this instruction, the result we can check with the initially we can convert these values into binary. So the binary of 42H is 0100 and 2 is 0010. 40H is 0100, 0 is 0000. So again here we have to find the 2's complement of the second number. So 1's complement is 1011, 111 and 1. Now we can add 1 with the 40H. So 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 and 1 is again 10, 0 and 1. 1 plus 1 is 10, 0 and 1. 1 plus 1 is again 10, 0 here, 1 here. 1 and 1, 10, 0, 1. 1 plus 1 is 10, 0, 1. 1 and 1. So answer is 11000000. Now this is the first number, this is the second number. So add 1 with 2. So after adding 1 with 2, 10100010 and 11000000. What will be the result? 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 and 1 is 10, 1 and 1 is 10. So 1 is the carry that is generated. So you can see here in the example 0000 is 0, 0010 is 2. So the result is 02H after the execution of this instruction. So the accumulator is having value after execution is 02H. Now here the carry is generated. So if the carry is generated in the result, then in the flag register we can reset the value of carry. MSB is equal to 0, that means sign flag is 0. The answer is non-zero, that means 0 flag is 0. The result is having only one 1 is present, that means parity flag is 0, because here the result, in the result there is only 1 1, that means odd number of ones are present, so parity flag is 0. Auxiliary carry, no bit is generated or no carry is generated from the 4th to the 5th bit, so that means auxiliary carry is equal to 0. Now students, after this instruction we have next instruction, that is SBI data. So SBI data means immediately data is subtracted with the contents of the accumulator and borrow. So the format of this instruction is the contents of accumulator are subtracted with data and the borrow. So borrow we can write as CY also, means carry. Again, by this instruction all the flags are affected. The group is arithmetic group. The addressing mode is again immediate because the data is given. Bytes are 2 bytes. Example, so before execution, suppose in accumulator we are taking the same example. In accumulator we have 42H, data we have 40H, and in the carry flag, or we can see in a borrow, we have 00H value. So if it is 00H, so initially we can add 00H with data. So the result is same, that is 40H. So 40H, if we are going to subtract with the 42H, then the result is same, that is 02H, and all the same flags are affected. Sign is equal to 0, 0 is equal to 0, parity 0, carry is equal to 0, and auxiliary carry is equal to 0. So this is how we can perform the subtraction, either with the contents of the registers, with the memory that is pointed by the HL pair, or with the data that is given in the instruction. Next instruction we have is increment the contents of the register by 1. So the meaning of this instruction is increment the contents of register by 1. So format of this instruction is R plus 1. So whatever the contents that are in the register, that are incremented by 1, and after incrementing the result is again stored in that particular register. So flag in this case, sign 0, auxiliary and parity flags are affected, while carry flag is unaffected. That means there are no changes in the value of the carry flag after executing the increment instruction. So the group of this instruction is register addressing mode, because the register name is specified in the instruction. Sorry, group is arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is register addressing mode, because the register name is specified in the instruction. Next is byte. So in this it will occupy 1 byte of the memory, because no data and the memory location is specified in the instruction. Now students, suppose we have an example where we have the value of register is 05H, and we have the instruction that is, and register we have is D. So the instruction is INRD. So after this instruction, after execution of this instruction, now the contents in D are 06H. So that means the contents of D will be added with the contents of 1, and the result is stored in the D. So after execution, the contents in D are 06H, and before the execution the contents in D was 05H. So it will increment the contents that are present in the register, and after incrementing the contents, again the value will be stored in that particular register. So in this case only sign 0, auxiliary and parity flag are affected. After this, next instruction we have, that is DCR R. So DCRR means decrement the contents of register by 1. That means whatever value that is present in the register, that is decremented by 1 and the result is again stored in the register. So students, again sign, zero, auxiliary and parity flags are affected after the execution of this instruction and the carry flag remains unaffected. The group is arithmetic group and the addressing mode is register because the name of the register is specified. Bytes, again the 1 byte of memory is occupied by this instruction. So suppose we have now the instruction that is DCRE, and in E we have contents 0, 1, H. So in E we have contents 0, 1, H. So we can convert this number into binary 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So if we can subtract 1 with it, then 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So if we can subtract 1 with 1, then the result is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So after the execution of this instruction, we have value in the E register, that is 0, 0, H. So after the execution of this instruction, E is having value 0, 0, H, because in E we have content 0, 1, H, and if we can decrement the contents of E by 1, then the result is 0. Now students, after that we have next instruction, that is INRM. So INR means we can increment the contents of the memory location that is pointed by HL pair by 1. So that means here we have the HL pair and we can add the contents that are present in the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair with 1, and the result is stored in the memory location, that is result is again stored in that particular memory location. So after the execution of this instruction, sign, zero, auxiliary and parity flag are affected while carry flag is unaffected. Group is arithmetic group and the addressing mode of this instruction is register indirect, because here the memory location is given. That means if the M is given, that the addressing mode is register indirect, and the bytes that are affected by this instruction and the bytes that are occupied by this instruction is 1 byte. So in this case we have, suppose we have a instruction that is INRM, and INRM is the instruction and the value of HL pair here is 2002H, and at 200H memory location we have the contents that are 47H. So after executing this instruction, now we have the contents in the HL pair, that is in the 2002H location are 48H. That means you can see it with the binary code also. So 47H means 01000111. So if we can increment this value by 1, so that means 00000000 and 1. So add these two numbers, 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 10. 0 and 1. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10. 0 here, 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. Next here 0 and 0 is 0. 0 and 0 is 0. 1, 0. So result is 48H. So after the execution of this instruction, now the new contents in this memory location are 48H. So after execution, the value in 2002H memory is 48H. Now students, next instruction we have is DCRM. M. So DCRM means we can decrement the contents of memory location that is pointed by the HL pair by 1. So here HL pair contents will be subtracted by 1 and again the new value will be stored in the memory location that is pointed by the HL pair. So same flags are affected in DCRM and the group is arithmetic group and the addressing mode is register indirect, and the bytes that are affected by this instruction are 1. Now students, we have a instruction that is DCRM and the HL pair is having value 2001H, and at this location we have contents 22H. That means now after subtracting 1 with 22H, the new value in the memory location is 21H. That we can see again with the binary code. 22 means 00100010, and 1 is 01 is 0000 and 1 is 0001. Firstly we can find the 1's complement because here we have to subtract 1. So in order to perform the subtraction we can perform it with the 2's complement. So 1's complement of this number is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 0. Now we can add 1 with this number, so answer is 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. So this is the first number, this is the second number. Now add 1 with 2. So after adding these two numbers we have value 1 and 0 is 1. 1 and 1 is 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is 10. 0 and 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 again 10. 0 here, 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 11. 1 and 1. 1 1 0 10. 0 here and 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 0 is again 10. So 1 is carry and the remaining result is 21. So the answer is 21H after the subtraction. So you can see when we can subtract 1 with 22H, then the result is 21H. So after execution at this memory location we have value 21H. Okay students, so this is the result after execution. So the new value in 2001H is 21H. Now we have next instruction that is INX RP. That means we can increment the register pair by 1. So increment the register pair by 1 means this is the register pair and we can increment the value of register pair by 1. And in this case no flag is affected. Why? Because we can only increment the memory location. We cannot increment the contents in the memory location. Only we can increment the memory address, and the group of this instruction is arithmetic group and the addressing mode is register addressing mode because the register pair is specified in the instruction and the 1 byte of memory is occupied by this instruction. For example, we have the instruction that is INX DE. So here we are D. Now students, if X is given in the instruction, that means we are talking about the pairs, and in our 8085 we have 3 pairs, that is DE, HL and DC pairs. So if we are writing INXM, that means we can increment HL pair. If we are writing here INXB, that means we are incrementing B. So suppose the value of DE was initially 2001H. So after executing this instruction, now the new value of this DE is 2002H. That means we can just increment the memory address of this register pair that is given in the instruction by this instruction that is given. Now next instruction we have, that is DCX. That means we can decrement the register pair by 1. So that means we can decrement the memory address of the register pair by 1. Again, there is no flag affected by this instruction, and the group of this instruction is arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is register, and the bytes that is occupied are 1. Now example is, suppose we have an example, we have DCXB. So that means this instruction means we can decrement the memory address of BC pair by 1. So initially suppose BC pair is having memory address that is 400H. So after the execution of this instruction, now the BC pair points to the memory location that is 4003H. So that means BC is BC minus 1. So 4004 minus 1 is the new memory location 4003H. So now the BC pair points to the memory location 4003H. Next instruction that comes under the arithmetic group is DADRP. So this instruction means we can add the contents of register pair with the contents of HL pair. That means the contents that are present in the HL pair are added with the contents of the register pair, and the value is stored in the HL pair. So the format is HL plus RH and RL. So RH means the higher order byte and RL means the lower order byte. So that means the higher order byte of the register we can add with H, and the lower order byte of the register we can add with L. Flag. So only carry flag is affected by this instruction and other remains unaffected. Group of this instruction is arithmetic group, and the addressing mode is register addressing mode because the name of the register is given, bytes. So by this instruction 1 byte is occupied by the instruction. So before execution, suppose students, we have value of H that is 05H and the value of L is 04H, while the we have instruction that is DADD. So this instruction means we can add the contents of HL pair with the contents of DE pair, and the result is stored in HL pair. So in H we have 05, in L we have 04. In D we have 22H, and in E we have 42H. So now students, we can add the contents of H with L, and we can add the contents of L with E. So initially we can add the contents of L and E, because if the carry is generated, then that carry we have to add in the higher order byte. So initially 04 is 0000 and 4 is 0100. 42 means 0100, 2 is 0010. So add these two numbers 0110, 0010. So though no carry is generated, that means simply we can add these two numbers. So here in short we can write it as a 46H. So after addition of these two numbers we have result that is 46H. Now we can add 05 with 22H. So 05 means 0000 and 5 is 0101. Now 22 is 0010, 0010. Add these two numbers 1110, 0100. So it we can write as 27H. So after adding H and D we have value 27H. Now students, after execution H is having value 27H while L is having value 46H. Why? Because after adding these two values, the result is finally stored in the HL. So whatever values after adding the H with D and L with E, the result will be finally stored in H and L. So final result after execution in H and L are 27H and L is having 46H, and D and E remains same. So D is again have same value, that is 22H, and E is having value 42H. So this is the DAD instruction. Now students, last instruction of this group is DAA instruction. So DAA, this is very important instruction. DAA will also come for 1 marks, the full form of DAA. So DAA is having full form decimal adjust accumulator. So students, why this instruction we can use? Because while we are adding or subtracting any number, then the result will be in the hexadecimal numbers. But for a layman, the hexadecimal numbers are not very much aware to. Okay students, for example, in a shopping mall, when we can go and when the items are calculated for billing, so the result will be shown in the BCD code. That means if you can add 50 and 50, that means the result will be shown 100 in the swipe machine. But in the hexadecimal, if we are going to add these two numbers using 8085 microprocessor, then it will show A0, because 5 and 5 is 10, and in hexadecimal we can write 10 as A. So that means we have to convert this number into the BCD code. That means this number we have to convert into 100. So that means it can be read by any layman also that is not aware about the hexadecimal code. So for that we can use the decimal adjust accumulator to convert the hexadecimal number into the BCD code. So this is used to convert hexadecimal into BCD code, that means binary coded decimal. Now student, DAA instruction is having no format. Directly we can write the instruction as DAA. So flags affected by this instruction are, all flags are affected. Group is arithmetic group. Addressing mode is implied addressing mode, because no data, no address, no other register or no other memory location is specified after this instruction. So this instruction is comes under the implied addressing mode. Bytes occupied by this instruction is 1. Now students, for executing this instruction we have 3 rules. First rule is, if lower nibble of the result is greater than 9 or auxiliary carry is set, that means we can add 06 with the result. If after the result lower nibble is having value greater than 9 or the auxiliary carry is set, that means we can add 06 with the result. Second rule is, if upper nibble is greater than 9 or carry flag is set, that means we can add 60 with the result. And third we have rule means, if lower nibble is greater than 9 and upper nibble is greater than 9 and auxiliary and carry flag is equal to set, then we can add 66 with the result. Okay students, so these 3 rules we can see with the help of example. Suppose we have the instruction that is DAA, and we have this instruction we can apply after result. Suppose we have a result, that is we have 2 values that are 40 and 49. So 40 and 49, if we can calculate it in the hexadecimal, so the addition of these 2 numbers is 89. That we can see with the help of example. 40H means 0, 1, 0, 0 and 0 means 0, 0, 0 and 0. 49 means again 0, 1, 0, 0 and 9 is 1, 0 0 1. Now we can add these two numbers. 0 and 1 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 1. So there is no problem in this number, because directly while we are adding 40 and 49, it will show the result in the BCD code only. Because if the number is greater than 9, that means either we can write A, B, C, D, E and F. So those numbers we have to convert in the BCD code. So this is okay. There is no need to convert this number into BCD because it is already in the BCD code. For example, now we have another example, that is 44 and 56. So this is a example. So 44 and 56 means 44 means 0 1 0 0. After this again 0 1 0 0. Now we can add it with 56. So 56 means 0 1 0 1 and 6 is 0 1 1 0. Now you can add these numbers 0 1 1 and 1 is 10, 0 here, 1 here, 1 1 0 0 and 1. So the result is 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0. So if you can add these numbers, then 4 and 6 is, if we can calculate it with the help of 8085 microprocessor, then it will give the result 6 and 4 is 10. So 10 is represented in hexadecimal as A and 5 and 4 as 9. So the result is 9AH. Now students, after getting the result 9AH, so this is 9AH. Now we have to apply the DAA on this result. So after applying DAA on this result, we can convert this number into BCD code. So you can see here 9AH. So 9AH means, now you can see the rule. This is the lower nibble and this is the higher nibble. So this is the lower nibble and this is the higher nibble. If lower nibble is greater than 9 or auxiliary carry is set, then we can add 06 with the result. So here this is the result where lower nibble is greater than 9, because A is 10 and 10 is greater than 9, so we can add 06 with the result. So this is 10 and this is 6. So when we can add 10 with 6, the result is 16. So the result is 16. That means now we can subtract 16 with 16, because in hexadecimal we have 16 subscript. So we can represent hexadecimal as 16 and we have the 16 hexadecimal number. So if we can subtract 16 with 16, then the result is 0. So here we can write 0 and we can take a carry as 1. So if we can take carry as 1, then 1 is here. Now 9 plus 1 plus 0 is 10. So we can write 100. So if we can add 44 with 56, then in BCD directly we can write 100. So this is how we can convert a hexadecimal into binary. Now we can see another example, that is 98 and 12H. So these two numbers we have. Initially we can convert these two numbers into binary. So binary is 1001 and 8 we can convert as 1000 and 12 is 0001 and 2 is 0010. Add these two numbers 0101 1001. So the hexadecimal of this is 8 plus 1 is 9 and this is 10. So again 9AH is the result. So 9AH is the result. So again 9AH means the same example is that 9A means here the lower nibble is greater than 9, so that means we can add 06. So 10 plus 6 is 16, so we can subtract 16 by 16, then the result is 0. Then the result is 0 and we can take 1 as a carry. 9 plus 1 is 10, so the result is 100. So this and this example is same. Now we can take another example. For example, here we have a value 44H. So 42nd number is 44H. So 44 means 01000100. Now you can add these numbers 0011 1011. So if we can write it in hexadecimal, then it is 8 plus 4 plus 1. So 8 plus 4 plus 1 is 13. So 13 we can write in hexadecimal as D, and this is 8 plus 4, that is 12. So DCH. But now this is the hexadecimal code. Now we have to convert this into the BCD code. So DC here, both the lower as well as the higher nibble are greater than 9. So we can add 66 with the. Now you can add DC with 66. So C is 12 and 6. So 12 plus 6 is 18. So now we can subtract 18 with 16, then the result is 2. So you can write 2 here and 1 you can take as a carry. So D is 13. So 13 plus 1 is 14, and 14 and 6 are 20. So now you can subtract 20 with 16. So the remainder is the balance is 4. So you can write 4 here and 1 you can take as a carry. So the result is 142. So the BCD of DC is 142, and if you can add 98 with 44, then the result is 142. We can take some one more example for better understanding. For example, we have two values, that is 92H and 99H. So 92H is 100H, 2 is 0010, 99 is 1001, 1001. Add these two numbers, 1101, 0100, and 1 is carry. So the result is 100101011. Now students, this you can write as 1011, you can write as 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 you can write as B. 0010. So 0010 is 2, and this is a carry, that is 1. Now here in this result, the carry is present. Carry is present as well as B is having B that is greater than 9. So that means carry is generated. So second option is also there, and first condition is also there, where lower nibble is greater than 9. So initially you can add 06 with the result. So initially you can add 06 with the result. So B is having 11. So 11 plus 6 is 17. So if you can subtract 16 with 17, then 1 here and 1 you can take as a carry. So 2 plus 1 is 3 and 1 is carry. Now students, after this you have to add 60 with the result. So here 1 and 0 is 1. 6 and 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 is the carry. So if you can add these numbers 9, 10, 11, 1 is here and 1 is here, 18 and 19. So the result is 191, and that is present here. So the result is 191. So if the carry is present, that means second condition is true, and here the lower nibble is greater than 9, that means first condition is also true. So initially you can add 06 with the number, and after that with the result you can add 60 with the number. So this is about the DAA instruction, and this instruction is very, very important.